Welcome to the first video of Positional Minds. Today I'm going to be showing you the secret to winning in chess. Like if you ask most of the coaches or probably high rated opponents, they'll probably say to improve like a lot in chess, you need to do puzzles, you need to train tactics. Well, don't get me wrong, tactics are important, but after analyzing thousands of games played by strong players like Magnus Carlsen, Anatoly Karpov, Garry Kasparov, Bobby Fischer, I noticed something interesting. They don't win because they find a brilliant move every game. Like sometimes, like for 75% of the games by Bobby Fischer. Sometimes. Most of the times, they win because they slowly make their position better, while their opponent slowly makes theirs worse. And that's the real secret. And though, and it perfectly fits the concept of the Catalan. So the Catalan mostly, not mostly, like every time, is d4, d5, c4, and knight f6. Just the same thing because they'll still play d5 one. Okay, and now d5, c4, queen's gambit. But you're not gonna play that way. Play e6, knight to f3, knight to f6, g3, bishop to e7, bishop to g2, castles, castles. And now they take the pawn. Say, oh my god, because the queen's gambit, you have a bishop right here, right? So now you can't take the pawn. Well, this is the fun part. You are going to win this patiently, slowly, steadily. Do you know why? Because you have a bishop on g2, say. But it doesn't really look that exciting. It's just sitting there. But that's the point. The bishop quietly controls a huge diagonal across the board. It supports the center and puts pressure on the queen side. This is the queen side, by the way. And often becomes the strongest piece in the entire game. It isn't loud, it isn't flashy, but it is incredibly effective. And that's what positional chess is all about. And instead of thinking, can I attack right now? Strong players ask, how can I make my position just a little bit better? And yeah, this is basically it. This is really good. Oh my god. How do you play better? First move is to play queen to c2. If you play knight to e5, I will not stop you. Knight to e5 is also same. This is basically the same advantage. You just open up this, but you have to wait patiently. This opening is about patience. Okay. Queen to c2. If your opponent is like really not that really patient, they'll probably go b5. They'll say, I need to protect that pawn at all costs. Well, you practically just made a mistake. I know the computer says that it's not a mistake, but if you play like a human, of course it's a mistake lah. a4. See, now it racks up. And now the best move should be 7, but if they take, yikes, it's not really that good because if your opponent has not like learned the game, learned the Catalan really that much, they're gonna get into a spicy position, a really bad position. And now, do we take? No, we don't take. I told you this opening is just about patience. So you play knight to e5, opening up this bishop to attack the rook and developing a knight, outpost knight in the middle, just for you. You see how wonderful this opening is? Like like you just make like 8 moves and then black is just done for. Not like completely lost. I mean there are kind of some stuff. Knight to e5, and now he plays knight to d5, blocking. Now what do he play? Rook takes. Now you just develop the rook. See, it's literally at the middle game, and then you develop your rook. This is amazing, completely amazing. So that's why I love this. So that's why I love this position. So strong players, they normally when they just improve a little bit, make that position better a little bit. So maybe they activate a rook, maybe like this, or maybe they improve a knight and a bishop, and maybe they stop their opponent's plans you before even it starts. So the best move in this position, do you know what is it? Is to plan a6. Why is it a6? a6 is to play b5. Yeah. So how do you start b5? If you found the move a4, then you are already a Catalan rookie. You just found that move. a4. Good job, okay? So this move looks like, oh my god, I'm just wasting moves, just trying to attack, just trying to do something and trying to win. No, it's not like that. You're stopping b5. So once they play the move bishop d7, we can just take it. And that's the beautiful thing about the Catalan. And then, and yeah, see, none of these moves look amazing on their own, but after 5 or 10 moves, those little improvements add up, and suddenly the position is just easier for you to play. Like they'll just try struggling playing, and then we're just here just moving our pieces, and then we just suddenly win. Yeah, this is how we play the Catalan. So yeah, basically your pieces work together. Look at this. Boom, you're gonna develop this, you're gonna play knight to d2 to slide the rook in, and then knight to e5, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah, the queen side is dead. It's actually just dead. And then your opponent starts running out of good ideas. Like they can just play bishop to c6, trying to challenge your bishop. This is not really a big thing. We can just develop our bishop. It's not really that bad. We'll just try to like attack the bishop, and eventually mistakes happen, and that's why I love the Catalan. It teaches patience. It teaches peace activity, and it reminds you that chess isn't always about finding the most spectacular move. Sometimes the best move is simply the one that improves your position. And now I'm gonna show you one more, and it's the closed Catalan, and then we're gonna end the video off of a banger. C6. Not no, C6. This is semi-Slav. Yeah, I'm gonna show this. Closed Catalan. Wait a minute. Yeah, C6. Okay, C6. So what I'm gonna play in this position is to play b3 to support the pawn. You're not gonna go queen c2 to support the pawn, because it's not really that ethical. Cause considering your bishop's now not open. So now, if this bishop is just closed, so now do you know which bishop do you develop now? This bishop. See, it's so spectacular. I love this. I love this. Uh, so basically the queen, after you develop the king side pieces, you are now going to develop the queen side pieces. Remember, king side, then queen side, on the Catalan only the Catalan, but other you can just develop your pieces. Now they're gonna play b6. The reason of b6 is to develop this bishop to challenge your really good bishop, and they're gonna play c5. They are gonna play c5, and now you can just play bishop to b2. Uh, yeah, this is not really. This is, and then you can play this out. They don't really have a good position. I'm telling you, this knight goes here, and then it can basically do nothing. And yeah, it's really hard for them to actually play. So now I'm gonna show you a model game played by Carlson, Magnus, and Anish Giri at the Tata Steel Masters. Okay, I've loaded up their game. So this game was played by Magnus Carlsen as the white pieces, and Anish Giri as the black pieces. So you guys obviously know who won, Magnus Carlsen. So d4, knight to f6, c4, e6. This is the Nimzo Indian. Knight f3, d5, g3, bishop to e7. Now you see, even though he played a Nimzo, still the same structure as we talked about last time. Bishop g2, castles, castles. So why I picked this specific game is because a lot of people say that this is the best way, the best model game to teach Catalan players, Catalan students, because it's open Catalan, and the open Catalan is the most exciting one. Knight to a3, like what? Knight to a3? This is fantastic. Knight to a3 by Magnus Carlsen. He said, Charles, but didn't you show queen to c2 or knight to e5? Yeah, but Magnus is Magnus. He plays knight to a3. The reason is, if you take, he takes, you are gonna play a4, stopping b5. I'm gonna write, and going for bishop to a3, opening up your own bishop. That's the magical part. And now bishop d7, stopping your opponent's plan. So this is what I told you just now, stopping the opponent's plan. He's stopping you from playing a4, but he still plays a4 because it's still protected by the queen. Okay, bishop to c6. Now trying to challenge your bishop on g2, and now bishop to a3 to attack the rook and give black some uncomfortable stuff. Rook e8, queen to c2, attacking this pawn. You guys already know the plan stuff, right? Knight b7, rook a c1. Patience, patient. Most people just take. If you take, it's not that bad lah, but you can walk into this. So it's uh generally I don't know. I think it's slightly bad because you're losing a pawn, even though it's double. Yeah, it's still really important. Pawn. Rook to c1, a6, queen takes, now knight to b6, queen to c3. Now take it, I take it. So in the Catalan, you need to, uh, you need to be comfortable enough to be down upon, because you'll be down upon most of the times. Yeah. So, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, so sorry. Now queen to c3, knight takes, queen to b3, queen to d5. So queen to d5 is just centralizing your queen, trying to trade off, because Anish Giri is like a really simple player. He just trades, wins, draws, drawish Giri. You get what I mean? Yeah, he just tries to trade off anything once he gets the advantage. But this is not a really big advantage. It's just up a pawn, but he'll win in the. But you probably win in the end game if he's up a pawn. Now Magnus sacrifices the rook. The reason of sacrificing the rook is that the Catalan is the most positional opening ever. So once he takes, you play knight e5, opening out the bishop like this, and now queen to b5, queen to c2. Queen to c2 is to slide the rook from the b file to attack it, and not taking. Taking is too early. It's it's too early, and now you can play the really nice move, knight to c3. Knight to c3 is fantastic. If you find this move, you are probably super good because you are attacking his pawn, and if he takes, you take, and not suddenly you have the advantage because this bishop, I said, is the best piece in the whole game. So once you get this holy bishop out of the game, yeah, you're cooked. You are basically cooked. But queen to c2, knight to d5. Now that's a bad move. A bad move because they can now play rook b1. A better move is to play knight to b6. You say, Charles, they still can play rook to b1. Well, now they have queen a4. And now takes. And now what do you have? You're just down. You are now down. And you have no counterplay at all. Yeah, so you have to be like really patient. Knight to d5, rook b1. He's not trying to trade queen. If you trade queens, he's losing. Because if you want to get a positional advantage, you need the queens to be on the board and constantly protecting the pieces. And by the way, this is not this is also a threat because now the queen a5, and look at this queen, it's so bad, bro. I'm just taking Magnus is taking all of the squares, bro. Taking all the squares. And this too. And now you're gonna go here. You're forced to go there. Oh my god, this is majestic. Bishop takes d5 is not really a good move, but it is what it is. Patience. Bishop to e4. Knight to f6. Bishop takes, and then now you just move on to win. On the really positional game. Look at this. Straight up, not even taking. You're forking him. Oh my god. See, this is the patience. You're here. Oh my god. H6 is too. Because you play rook b1. No, rook b8. There you go, bishop to c6. Same thing. And another nice trap. GG's. Yeah. So basically, you can just hand out the knight for free. Yeah. But all that smack is talking. Bishop takes, e takes, rook takes, c5. It's a wrong move. Like a mistake. Because I quit the a5, and now yeah. See, all your pieces are stuck at the back rank. 1, 2 are stuck at the queen side. Now what can you play? Rook to f8. No, knight takes f7. Now you're just cooked. Queen d8. Only protective move. You can suddenly play this. But if they play this, then you have nothing. You probably have this lah. Yeah. But let's not trade. Takes, knight f4, king, knight h6, king f8, and now this one is unstoppable. Really just unstoppable. and Anish resigned in his position. He's down 2 pawns. Magnus, the best endgame player, and yeah, he just resigned, and white is victorious. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys can learn from this video. So thank you guys, and please like and subscribe.